Um, hello, everyone. Welcome to Sikasem financial program and Yadebro and the January of 27, 2025. Many Minia Sikankam and yeah, Baba, yeah, justice to think in abundance. Think in abundance. And yeah, be your Minia will be kind with me starting now fee. Yeah, the program number so as yɛtwetwe nkɔmmɔ kakra na deɛ ɛbɛyɛ mo nkɔmmɔ I think in
Yeah,
abundance yɛ topic bi a ɛnim sɛ obi ka yɛ sɛ ɛgyina so ɛgyina
yeah,
so ankasa
that's so
nti
far. Yeah, so
ka
yeah,
biribi kakra kyerɛ
for the phone, I think back to back. I think this is my third video with you, and it has been very positive. And the topic in so thinking in abundance, and sending I can bear more of discussion. And then we are hoping that we would have a very interactive session. Atiefo ne ahwɛfoɔ nso asua biribi afiri mu na ɔmo nso de ɔmo adwenkyerɛ anaa questions aba nti yɛkyɛ obiara yɛda ase nso ne akwanya no.
mede link no ama nti wobɛtumi ashare with people mamehwɛ sɛ mɛtumi so ayɛ wei wɔ ha sometimes yɛna ɛyɛ yi kakra okay. Yep, thinking in abundance. Your boy Patrick Buffy, a High Life Radio, and I wotie. And then yenya we kakra intimi nko radio no so nti yɛbɛyɛ no Facebook and YouTube na nti wɔ those links na just join those links no na yenye na enye fɛ. So thinking in abundance, right? You see, you hear people with right worthy mindsets now. They think different from people with a poor mindset. And they know how some they become us because in them say abundance, yeah, abundance. You move right and dreams are, people with the right mindset now, they own their own destiny. They think say will be all the time they keep on moving on. Maybe almost saying say, whilst there's a way, there's a will, always they try and grow making sure say nneɛma ɛkɔ so in life no nneɛma nyinaa na wobɛtumi anya no sɛ biribia bɛyɛ smooth. There are bumps, hills, portals, flat level, all the time no biribi bɛsi ba biribi si a they don't go back sɛ kɔdwendwen sɛ biribi bi na ɛdeɛ na ayɛ na nsɛm bebree ansa na ɛyɛ yi. They always keep on moving on. I can say keep on moving on. See, so if you want to build abundance, a mindset I will see it here. I bet a few points, but I best start every. If number one, I become one semi worthy is created by mindset, not circumstances. Prosperity starts with believing that resource and opportunities are unlimited, which encourage growth and innovation. The last part of crime encourage growth and innovation. So if you have that, what your friend saying, worthy mindset now, when say started changing your life because it grows you, it forces you to grow because of the mindset that you've already taken. Now, in say grows, innovation start coming in. You see, and mark competition and yet too much for you. Say when you start creating that mindset now, you see abundance everywhere. You see opportunities everywhere. Everywhere you go, everywhere you step, you see. Sometimes, yeah, me know a friend say platform be so see a man for maybe I'm on Ghana, you see opportunities everywhere. You see the mindset no is different. It's no say I feel be just almost I didn't go for Timothy and Niama or say commodern so Tim say opportunities will be brave. Why? Because of a different mindset. You see, perception. Am I perception? I a bad perception. Am I opportunities cry? But when you start changing, making things different, looking things in a different way, those opportunities are everywhere. By all comes to so be change your mindset. Mindset change is the key when it comes to wealth creation. So creative wealth, it didn't cry a world creation, and I say didn't cry a because that means say your mindset be that mindset no, and why am I in creative wealth? It for us to start creating wealth, we have to go from that mindset. The first of all, you have to sit down and realize, say, and I start thinking, say, a day move forward. A day that means that mindset, a mindset be a keep you stand still. Sometimes go credit in your stand still, there's nothing like stand still. Either you're going forward or you're going backwards. You baby or because I say energy, everything moves. Be a move. Nipa crashe, doctor, I forgot this doctor's name. Or yeah, some about human body, no say move. See a dying, we cry, she cried. Everything moves.
Yep.
Be a movie in this world. If you're not going forward, you are not standing still, either you're going back. All the time you have to improve. That you need that mindset, that creative mindset, that millionaire mindset. And then you can say be a scam. If you have that mindset that is different, it changing your thinking, the way you look at things is different. That is how we create wealth. Circumstances. You see, here community ma a person circumstances ni bebree. Obi kura to no bo atimi ayi ne ho free saa negative mindset no akọ positive mindset now near metimi cause create me ka say oh we nye we na ye yanka anye we. Sometimes no akura timi ka say me oh me yes say the ye we. So we say nye no na ima na ye. Na the sunsum sɛm bi abɛhyɛm ne saa nneɛma no. So wɔde sunsum no hyɛ na nka wankɔ adwuma ka wohu anaasɛ nka wohu opportunities no ɛna nka which is one open your mind ɛna nka wohu opportunities na nka yɛfa na abɛfa. So you need that, not circumstances. You see, wealth creation a plan. It was all planning. A plan. Untimi sorry ɛnkɔ adwuma ɛma ɛnidi nda. No sorry no akɔ adwuma ba no adidi no ada. Saturday do a year party no akubi. Sunday no akɔ ayie no aba no ada. No one plan is na say what creative world. No, it doesn't work that way. I was all plan. What's now planning? We have people who are more creative world or more planners. Ye nyam coupon no cry no planning. Or your plan. Or planning. I would think I said want to mean planning yama now for tea and be to me. It all start from our mindset, our thinking. See, prosperity starts from so be believe so believe in the other resources or opportunities everywhere. It also sad and well it's going to be very tough for you to start creating stuff, and it grows you. That's the part I really love. It grows you. Now innovation start coming in. You see, innovation, you'll be surprised. The other time I was talking about these folks about side hustle. This woman was talking about they went to me a Christian. I'm saying, now I don't know when start to say, oh yeah, Diane. Now maybe crowd beton or churches or winners. On beton. I'm saying, okay, I won't proud yeah. Start it every day. Be a point to my bus. Start to say, YouTube. Let's start to say how to cook. I'll start to say watch. Start to say with your watch. Which all of a sudden now very big. And then one day it takes a while. You see, all these are opportunities away home, abundance away around, but we don't see them because of our thinking, because of the way we think. Or dream how positive I didn't be see a bit me grow cool. Or dream say any ye part in one or dream, and you become what you think about all the time. So if you think negative, negative for you, but if you have the positive, yes, one day na but as time goes on, consistently, once all of a sudden things are starting changing. Now nyama change, nyama starting move, na So world creation starts from the mindset. Yo, when your mindset ni ya, move into maybe I would na would just say the kind of ultimate never be a jan. That's what we Yes, everything moves in this universe. Be engine of that. Be a movie. But Pratt and the kind of say, if you can see the things in movie because there were laws, you see the trees that are there. If you see the laws and you see say a movie now, see say the laws na manage now. No share idea and come here when in and here one carbon say near my coat the energies, the stuff we come a grow. Kabi to be grow into ye nipa so. I will see it grow. Why? Because humans are for expansion and expression. We are for expansion and expression, period. You see it grow. And if your mindset is not growing, and that's what mindset a bit more abundance, a bit more opportunities, a bit more we say what the limitations net to so all the time you have limitations. It's my own grow, and my innovation thinking, and must those things in my life. But that is what we need as a human being. You need those things to move on. Yanko number 2,
Yeah, number two, there's a scarcity versus abundance mentality. There's a scarcity mindset focuses on limitations and fear of loss, while an abundance mentality emphasizes on opportunities and then teamwork and then sharing. As a what you can kind of crowd, let me say over here it highlights some of them, talking about the fear of loss and the limitation. Also, you hear a community now, mostly, whenever we are discussing new opportunity, bones team be with this pessimistic mindset and say, hey, na se me kohe na sa anye de anye ye me di sika no ko share e be a business na say a share, but a person or somebody with that abundance mentality, they are not looking at that negative side of it, Obi bedwin say me di sika no ko shim na say a share, me dem me lose me sika na a fear of loss. But those who have that abundance mentality, they are always looking at the positive side and they say, okay, we see nisika beshe. I've learned and lesson. So if I'm starting all over from scratch, I will not repeat that mistake, Tinana can say, regardless, you have to keep moving. And Oshe abundance mentality now is directly connected to wealth creation. And Tina Obia or that abundance mentality, see it as an overflow. Abundance means overflow. See it as an overflow. And when you know they create an opportunity out of it. Anna, here so especially in our community, somebody with an abundance mentality, always they are thinking about teamwork because together we can really go far. It's say, many uncle Befi share wahan say, Oni bibi, minim, misumini bibi, onusunim. But then when we team up, we able to go far. Tembia, I had a documentary. I think I watched that documentary when I was in college, if I'm not mistaken. And then that documentary was it the men who built America. The men who built America. So he was talking about the Kennedys. He was talking about all those big men, Rockefeller, all those big guys. And then you realize how the power of teamwork can help build a country. So those with abundance mentality, ni tinti ni tia ni se omo ndwen omo nko omo ho. So nimbibi na se beboa ni nua ni offer na downfall they are able to really what teach them because this is the trick. Once Uncle say, "Unkwana onim bibi na unkwana odi adekone di ya." Everybody depends on you. But if I'm able to teach or if I'm able to, give others the opportunity to learn from me, we all keep what? We all keep winning. And with the abundance mentality, is always creating room for opportunities. I mean, who be I don't complain. And I mean, no. Every situation that you find yourself, those with abundance mentality, they see it as an opportunity either to improve on their current situation or even to the extent of even monetizing it sometimes. And then that is the difference between a more scarcity mindset. Tembiano, ihu then issue. So be a dream papa on quite the old dream bonnet. I said, Mekoena says, say, me corner some maybe me. But those with that abundance mentality, they are always trying to move. They always see that opportunity, And opportunity being so amunya person they are willing to share with people because they believe that the more people get to know and then we work together as a team, together we can achieve a lot. So me dreaming kwame ho and I'm a member. I wouldn't be bothered. But then if I'm thinking about my family, my immediate friends, my a nation like Udrisa now, then you realize that when you meet opportunities, you don't keep them to yourself, but you share with others. And the more you are sharing with others, now do announce ADA, no. Imudu do na etimi ADA ma obia also the no. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the share. It's so much when the scarcity mentality. You see, I am talking. Maybe says so. We share. We are say 8 billion or so 9 billion. Because we are between 10 billion, 10 billion. I'm asking be crasaka. There's abundant. The stockhouse is so much. Say,
But your microphone kakrama
am I on?
you know form.
Ooh. Okay, yeah. Now, Betty. Okay.
Yeah, we are okay.
Okay. So there's so much abundance. The stockhouse is so full of too much, a lot that they say 9 billion or say 8 billion. We are saying, say, because we are 10 billion, we are between 10 billion, and we can be crass. You see, that scarcity mentality, no, and the money probably will say, so be nyabi or no nyabi. And when you look at it, rich people or the wealthy people don't think that way. They don't think that way at all. When you say unya bi onso bi nya bi, and ma say ne ka ho no, e ma yintimi kran partner, obi ono person no kra be partner because of sa mentality no. Na me dey be na de me dey na me menya. There are a lot out there. So much everywhere. Nneɛma a wɔndwen ho kra sɛ ebi a obetumi ama obi bi no, ebe ma obi bi. I mentioned Prater again on the kind of say anything can make you a living. The whole thing is say yeah, is true. Yeah, if he says I don't know living. Be a will be a bit more living. By your dream and say and I say usru. It is I don't know scarcity no. Abe show scarcity thinking and I do with to say and I do with this so far there ni na cool. Yeah, we do not so far. So I dear cry tongue. But would the father be cry example? So who call to say yɛkɔ kantamanto anaa biribi saa na sɛ wohwɛ ma ɔmotɔn electric cars a ɔmo nyinaa bia nipa bebree so obi anya ne sales hwɛ ma yɛ ɔmotɔn tomatoes yi ɔmo nyinaa nipa bia bɛɛ 100 ɔmo nyinaa wɔ the same place o so obi anya ne sales ɛno koraa wɔ sɛ ɛyɛ evidence sɛ ɛni sɛ yɛdwen that way no ɛnso still no yɛdwen saa sɛ asɛ obi fa kɔ a obi fa deɛ a na ɔfa ne nyinaa kɔ that is scarcity mentality. And if you want to build wealth, if you want abundant mindset, this is not part of it. You can't bring that into that mindset of abundance. No, it will not work. You have to take that one out. The reason I'm saying is say, community idea be a way as a bibre and then no kwa unso bi won unya ade no aso mumu aso okatakata so aduane kura na so di sie ɛyɛ ne sɛ nipa no bedi a ɛbɛkɔ ne saa nneɛma no yɛpɛ saa de no but saa wɔka sɛ a type of and a sort of saa scarcity na bia eti if you really want to build that abundant mindset na one thing that should be always out ɛyɛ saa de no saa limitations yɛ bia when you have that scarcity mindset na ɛyɛ limitation na wode ato ho so because ɛyɛ wo sɛ ade no ɛkɔ a ɛmma bi meanwhile to no wobɛtumi agye wo deɛ obi nso bɛtumi agye no sɛdeɛ na meka no obiara bɛtumi na 10 billion nipa ɛwɔ wiase nyinaa ɛma sika no kora bi asa aka bebree saa wɔ hɔ no ɛna ɛyɛ saa no a de biara na you have fear ɛhete all the time But wealthy people are not afraid. Wealthy people have no limitations. Wealthy people are out of the scarcity mindset. They are out and they are free to do stuff. You know, they share. They share. The first sharing say you know, they share. They will be you know, on that note, next topic, the next one, my friend say generosity builds prosperity, helping others through time, money, or resources create trust, goodwill, and long-term benefit. This is deep, very deep. You know, and generosity can build prosperity. You know, yɛnhwɛ adeɛ on different levels. You know, health cry for generosity. It can improve physically. We are generous, our health improves physically. That's one thing I was saying. It reduces stress, anxiety, those things, you know. But all these, you know, a part of what abundance, world creation, an abundant mindset. You know, it puts you in a different self mood, self-esteem. You know, because prosperity, Adebia, is very, very great. Great. It goes a lot of way to do so many things. And a kamwa, a happiness bao. You have happiness because you are generous. Generosity bring happiness. You know, say we will be a wire san ya kakra ya wa crash. You know, generosity just a we happy. You make people feel happy. Now say if you make people feel happier, well, also say why you happy. What did I mention? Sometimes yes, can go on, but if you are near marketing, be a bit me, yeah, the money pay happy no, and affect your income. So
Correct.
the good thing about that, it affect your income. Income, what him say, increase because I'm a peace of mind. You know, I'm because we peace of mind. I'm performing well, and when you start performing well, that goes into your friends say income, increase your income. You know, now me say they make well-being. Generosity is very good, very good. Sometimes I'm not say people are generous because they are rich. No, they are generous because the process, one of the process of abundance, one of the process of wealth, is generosity. See, so you have to open up and be generous. Yeah, it reduces so many things. It suppresses pain. It suppresses pain. So generosity is a good thing. It's a good thing. And
Yeah.
if you don't have that, you have to start practicing that because it helps you a lot on so many levels of life. You know, I will be one.
Yeah, Ayana, and Pempi. So, most people say, Obuoha, Onyesika, Nani Subai, Asesa, and they say, usually, Nipan Sana and Subai, Etia, that about
Mm-hmm.
Onyesika, Nintina, Onye, the Onye,
Oh,
and
yeah.
the more abundance mentality, Omonye, Ahomaso, Omo, they don't look down on people, saying, oh, Kano. Omo ayemye, they are kind, and usually people who are kind are also peaceful most of the time. And peace is one of the things that most of the time too, you can't really use money to buy. Imagine say your community out say only obia say
Mhm.
asem to one ever.
Yeah.
But when we talk about generosity, we're not even talking about say bia ukomo biskana so
No,
ukomo
no, no,
bia.
no, no,
There's
no.
sometimes meeting
And
people,
a last thing cry. I know your
yes,
last thing cry.
and
Yeah,
smiling at
last
them,
thing.
saying
Yes.
hello, hi, unimbibi, okache, oh, mehu we also yeah, but all those things are the generous mindset nibia, and also is tied to abundance mentality, And they are also out to me any check sending our cano because oh
Yeah,
nipa pa obia
of course.
people don't have anything negative about you because oh no dream nipa ho pa. Yeah.
And I did back cry we now all can see and about how it means oh with your yes can change it. No, to say that kind of sad what here. You know, money ain't changing nipa. Sad and what here. That's why we need a lot of more people to be rich and are more
Yes.
good people because when people will be richer, obey more abundance, and also be more generous to extend if sometimes friends a philanthropist, right? Now when you be so or you're generous, no, you wicked. Now, yet to say the can you sika part no crowd. We talking of say generously, say or smiley, or making people feel good on in so many ways. Now you hear more people, good people to be there because if somebody is good, or some level now, you can see all the people around him, all the people around her are moving on good. They are smiling. So they are when it comes to work, managers near there. It comes to work. If you manager or you good, manager or you very straight and suit him say or dream ni pound or yeah. The atmosphere, the culture, everything changes. See, this is how abundance look like. This is how, if you want to have that mindset of abundance, this is how these are the things that we hear bit me about. Sometimes you can scan it when kekano no etimaya more relaxed, say the mechano, a pains away, a more stress. Now we have some peace now. It easy so bit me go out there increasing your income. It easy so bit me go out there bringing more innovation that will grow so many things that the previous one in the AC Kasano. These are some of the things that if you really want to have that abundant mindset, which we all need that. You really have to set up your game when it comes to generosity because it's so good and it helps a lot.
Right. Yeah, and I think the fourth one is very, very profound. Also, character determines prosperity.
Mhm.
Honest financial habits, integrity, and discipline are essential for lasting wealth and then success. Tim Diana, Mr. Obina Kokasi, may say, your honesty is your capital.
Nice.
Obviously, because
Nice.
your attitude or your character in this sense is your capital. So you cannot have abundance mentality and not have good reputation. Sɛnea wo ne nipa relate onukredi ɛwɔ sikasɛm ho. Once when we are thinking about abundance now, you should be somebody that people are willing to, coordinate with. Obi a sɛ bi a yɛde ade ahyɛ wo nsa, yes, utimi bu ho akonta yie, umfa bi nyɛ den ɛnsie, unsisi nipa. So all those things, the character is something that money cannot buy. It's something that people who think in abundance, they are very intentional about that. Obu wɔ hɔ a, ɔnsan kobɛfo, obu wɔ hɔ a, yɛtumi ka sɛ, papa wei nti, mɛboa wo. Ebi a ɔsɛ memboa obiara, but papa wei nti, mɛyɛ dɛn, mɛboa wo. Those who think in abundance, even their name, their character becomes an opportunity for others without
Yeah.
they necessarily being there. Their character, suban a wɔde wɔ baabi a wɔte ɛne nipa ho nkitahodie no nti no, it becomes an opportunity for not only sometimes their unborn generation, but obi a no ɔne ne biara no, so it becomes a very great opportunity for them. Let me take a look at the last part. I'll say integrity and discipline are essential for lasting wealth and then success. It is one thing to make money. It is one thing to turn that money to make more money. And then it is one thing to stay disciplined and make sure that part in our creating team piano, you are very consistent about it. Senior DBI can you say issue usually it talks about financial intelligence and financial freedom. But if your character is questionable, your prosperity and then your wealth and then success in life is also questionable. And it's over time, but more dream abundance mentality, on sisi na adwuma yɛfoɔ, ɔmo dream abundance mentality, onwia ne n'adwuma wura. Obi a ɔdwen abundance mentality, like you said, integrity. There are some people, so be hwɛ na ana ɔyɛ adeɛ a ɛyɛ. But those who think in abundance, whether you are looking at them or not, they will make sure that they do the right thing. So be a be a na say A na ɛyɛ a, they will stay at A. And if my any example, those who think in abundance, their character, as we are talking here, Pamunipa, your nkrofo when you go into an organization, tembiano, unya druha, they are the first people that will tell you that we oh manager we but on only their own kind of
What kind of
manager
day?
we manager we. those who have abundance mentality, they are always about positivity.
Yeah,
They are
yeah.
always about positivity. I don't say idea about qua I say you show you so if you want lasting wealth and then success, check you my sometimes the fact to say ebia ya what sum bi mu a obi betimi akọ a small sum no betimi akọ bọ mpae sam nanso suban no nyɛ den enya a, you devoid yourself of certain opportunities because yeah can say obiara nim sɛ wo ebia wo nsa wa Uncle Bev, saa nipa wɔ wonim na will you ever recommend him to somebody to employ them?
No, no,
No.
no, 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 no.
No, because you also care about your reputation. So if you want to think in abundance, if we want to live in abundance, we should check our character. Yen check you subai. You making sure say subaya ya denam say ye if you ye man tema ye omu ye jumamu have good report, have good reputation because your reputation can create opportunities for you and it can even create opportunities for an unborn generation. And then above all, just stay disciplined. And yes, say you're sure and idea, but even in your closet, when people are not watching you, you always stand for the truth. Yeah.
Now, can't be about a sum. No, let's say be a was we are so easy to judge people when it comes to those things. No, be more on my you see, so especially Christopher say. Yɛhyɛ da afa biribi sɛ ɛdeɛ ɛdɛn yɛ bɔne ba ada nneɛma nketenkete bi deɛ ɛnyɛ bɔne ɔne obi te asɔre dɛm koraa na ɔdi ne wokɔ sɛ ɛdeɛ ɛnyɛ bɔne o ha sɛ yɛ ada sometimes medwe wo sɛ ada na yɛtumi sɛ yɛfa sɛ we don't condone sɛ bi a yɛka bi obi koraa bi a gay anaa biribi saa ɛno deɛ kyɛ sɛ yɛyi but meanwhile too saa nipa no a n'ani abere a wɔka ne serious no ɔte fie no walogin wɔ ayi adwuma mu wama obi alogin ama no ɛno deɛ ɔmfa no sɛ yɛ bɔne ɛno deɛ ebi kura bɛkɔ kora wayɛ late anaa wafiri hɔ ntɛm anaa biribi saa ɔmo fa no sɛ those things ne deɛ ɛnyɛ bɔne by the other one ne deɛ ɛna wei akɔ ɛno yɛ bɔne bi a kyɛ sɛ ɛno deɛ yɛnka ho asɛm koraa you see when it comes to character determine your friend is saying determines the prosperity. Very key, very very key, especially what baby to say you see your friend say a be a woman nim na UK or US near dia your credit near the credit me boy sometimes and with me because so start business be sometimes you think the boom man be out to me your loan kakra bi near de uko baby say Ghana money dia and yes hana your system net it is one more character no and me and now say the me nua kan ya just say a bed then what me nya to say loan yi bia adua bi kra na de akwa akoye bibi you know and yeah system no you hwe obi hwe character and I say recommendation obi de be ma papa we am is oh commandant for you na before say the work no obi no odi ne ti be kwa ba che ma say ko obi ho abra onim say wo nye ehi enti mu bebre ho ma ye bre especially when you call your crew money idea, yeah, bread because of your character. Yeah, bread, and you be man moyen, character mukeke. And so be an financially, we bet me a boy, bet me a most can be crash start, and bet me no cry be together and soon, sa character, any honum, any discipline, ubu okra na, ubi crash size son of a crowd here. Hey, meaning say, if you cry, yeah, or man is car, or man is can crowd when tia, or say, yes, you cram is hard trying to be on your discipline, Franco. Untia. Meaning to say the same thing another okay. You know, the big now address will be from a suit to two, send the as on your feet. You want to crowd will be cat. The pan a friend untia or coding in yama on fanco. You know, it is those things, no, a idea financially, no per se, move on well. The same way I also make sure that character no is there. That character no, a BBA, all building a year. Because it's there for you for a long time and they do two coin and that sabra boy a coin to it went me to show near me when it comes to those things in the air and they say oh better because financially no would do point to be and yeah me kai there was a time one of our friends na papa a ton near my maybe na papa na so she you know no ko fan nkrofo niama no ko fa niama free abrochi no abeton fa niama free abrochi do maybe same say na niama to ye ni ade but because on no ma here adwuma ache ni ade no I'm saying you catch and say, what don't I want try and go for some of the more. Try back home so yeah or tonkoye or sad the buy. Man, this is a baby bree because of that. I don't know here. So could be near the man. Kwaji one, Kosi Bruni or Kakoji, I don't know when video no free crowd of our crown. But we because yes, and the money sabi seen now so ye pioneers can be bree, you know, in yes car more. Motus a fee never better to ye. It especially so free. Baby, a ye free now. I the intimate sa loans, ni be intimate copy bank loans, intimate copy pesa, when be na dear. Your character, any loan, your character, any bank, your character, any BBR, any capital. It's you making sure say all this a part of the abundance because remember say systems are different. You crew you was in this here in and ọmọ abrochi so was in you see ọmọ niama. You try say you school be company ukoji loan, ukoji way venture capital. This anima niama no. It doesn't work back there. It doesn't work in your crew. Your crew would say utimi to muni ade na se niama itimi koswa. Papa bi o baby timi bua kakra wo fa bi o baby but in now say character is not there. They can't help you. They can't help you in the channel. And ye ji ade no so kra na ubu okra ide ande ma no ye wo see ye come back na ekotua. And it is success ba. The success ba na baby a wonam bia beje di say edi nkomo bebre ana say ye tesanse wo bebre a enkrofo a omo ne nkrofo ye adwuma sese wotim so first no obi kra there was a time police ni ba ko no ka bibi kra say na say wo jijai sa niam na je bribe ni ade no afi mum kra na niam sky koso kama bibi e koso ma no so won tiska na wo yes sa niam no obi sika na won fan ko because so wo tiska sia won be sa ade no e di be du pa bi e do be kwa kona so you have to understand say character when it comes to finance key even yemwa itimi inya credit cards itimi nya loans ni ade kra no it was system ho so when tua no amfa nko a ebedu baby no na obi sika fe achew na even kra ugina bibrie na wontimi ntuatua ne yi a eno so etimi chew even wutua kra was wontua ne yi a etimi chew it character de everywhere you need that men koye na character wa want to niema yi ye ma wo sika no wankotua ye ma wo niema no wankotua back na afi wo akobele mu bi na me ma me bi na ye wo na na bi o ti ba bi a niema ya na don otimi adi be 100 years na nka bi a bi kra ba ti bi ma so na ye okra ti afi kra wo ma na dua ni mpo ni nyina ye niema bi a ehu hia. If you want to get that abundant mindset, you need to make sure you set up your character right. Your character should be set right. Honesty, financial habit, you need that. It's very important. I'm up for, you see, everybody want to build wealth. Everybody wants to be rich, but there are processes you have to follow. People don't want to follow that, but they think say if they cut corners, and I think I will say, so far as you live in this world, you pay for it. So far as you suck in air, and it is a way now because you're gonna pay. It is a way you just can't went here. They drew point with on what was a fee now will pay for because nobody is gonna help you because of your past record. So financial honesty is very key. You need that. And these are habits you need to build when you're trying to build wealth, when you're trying to change your mindset from that scarcity to abundance. All this is part of it. And you're just changing the mind. You need that, that integrity is also have to be there. Yeah. And the discipline, discipline, you need that discipline to move on. You have to be marching on that discipline. That discipline, time so scanning koi. Yeah, discipline oh, this is the situation. You can't build world that way. You have to be straightforward. You have to make sure you're moving on every step. Make sure you're setting things right. And the must last. You see, people want something and you are very quick. You see, I know but the ref say, a journey, and you move on. So I did turn for a long time. And no maybe feed you family. It was all building BB. I bet me those are the things that we need. Those are the things that will really help us to be able to build that abundant mindset. The collaboration is better than competition.
Wow.
Partner with others leads to mutual growth instead of holding resource out of fear. You see, we share some na team say a package, interchange the same thing na econo. Building that abundant mindset no a key. You see, yes, yeah, babi so drew tema when nipa no ka bom na mo ya eboa. Even na bi di adanse ye mu bebre wɔ hanom a say ɔmo ne Ghanafoɔ partner ɔmo yɛ nneɛma a wotim sɛ nneɛma ɛkɔ so. You see, gone are the days and it's true say we will be crab partner. Go on idea we are saying that we are saying shut up. Shut up. Yes. Hey, I cry a teeny a day with it high muya. You buy a debia credit card for buya banks, buy any hade. Yes, ni na that kind of cano. The fear, that fear is there. Obi na mi isru ye hu sa how e fear is there. As you usru ye hu tino. Now there ya kran say wa unu ya kran be ka tre say, hey, uni we ko partner wa ha ni obekọ ne ahwe sika nyina. Wa unu ye wo. Or look kran be ka tre say, hey, fa nkoda ye be hwe sika nyina. Ni na no a sort of process. You see, collaboration is better. You know, you need phobia more collaborative and chebia the group and so yeah. Things are moving on well. I mean, there's gonna be setbacks, yes, you know, but win, you know, usually cry expertise be also more fun. Within because maybe any partner what's you know, what's within, you know. The things are moving on. We paperwork, we, it you know, all is coming together now for me, you know. But my mefa bibi kakra ntwa ho ye kromfo no ye start see ye dili kakra pe eni hu dili a na ye friends bi na asia ye nua it yes na ye na ye read paper sem no but paper sem is very important. I will see making sure say the paper to so by collaboration ye change competition ye so good because a boa move forward. That is why we are setting up this program here. Try to be here more people to come together here. We can buy more if we come together. Because more say 1 million, 2 million, that's in probably 200, now will be at the 10,000, 2 million.
Yeah.
It take you 2 years to have 10,000 each. You know, that is why we are bringing people together to do those things. You know, because remember, back and forth, income. The income is good, is great. You know, you make it that income. No? But DNA did that income. We the kakraba, it boom. Yeah, build it that your friend is saying wealth creation network. Very important. Look at all these other risks. The US crying example, other risks for Indians. Yeah. Look at the way they are flourishing. All these are collaborations that they are doing, partnership they are doing. You know, look at other people, look at other groups. Even these white guys, look at them. You know, big time. Loans, I can see it, then they come together and do big things, which we can also do by through your home. But if you want to get that abundant mindset, won't mean through sa. Am I holding back resources? Am I holding back? Am I want to be moving on to be able to get that abundance, no mindset, no? I will see is that fear and fear. You're bringing that collaboration in there instead of say a compete against here. We come together. Even if I look at our faith, our churches, we have all mushroom churches everywhere. You see, it starts from right there. This can change just a second if you all can come together and start doing stuff and do. We will be sit down. Be sit down. We know now. We a company, but we can come together and do stuff. That is very, very, very key. A very key partnership. A very key. We share this even this capitalist society, sir. Look at how they are collaborating. Help from the government near there. How much more help in your fee? It's all quiet thing. Quiet thing. Ube drew and so ube bread and sand will draw. But meanwhile, to see Bomua, you can never be so easy. Am I? You know, so shut up and start finding collaboration somewhere. In just had an idea, can share you do see come on. Miss Wow, you cry the catch you know, yes, we hear stories about this or no one in your work was hey. but no slow as a chibi or BTA, Mr. Obiasem, or Remo, she group na economy, I don't know, or shit, send your mom for sick. And Kofuna Nisi be do sick. Yes, it's there, it's there. That's why we always talk about say, oh, yeah, you have to, especially when you control also, especially when you win also start small. In nice or they testing panahe, or they share near cost neko, a body where they a business, a risk, business be a risk. How much it is calculated to be a business how much more the one you be partner. It yes, at the end, but when you take those things out, see that fear them won't take that risk. That fear them you can collaborate with your brother, with your sister to do all these things. But this is what we need. We need that abundant mindset. That abundant mindset. Collaboration is part of it. Collaboration is key. We need that, and we should take that fear away, because all those things, everything is risky. All businesses risk. Even the ones are a good record, that certain record, the ones that what team said from 100 years, this thing has been sometimes the risk involved. If your stock exchange in the past 100 years, they average 10%. But not all year be one more. That's why we have the bear and the bull. We have the bull market, we have the bear market. Year be what team say all the way 20% down. It's a risk will be abundant mindset. Collaboration is key. Collaboration is key. Partnership is key. And don't hold off resource, and don't be afraid.
Fantastic. Uncle everyone. Well, I say we are CBB. So, on the let's look at it from this standpoint. Over is America, individual states, if they had decided to exist alone, they could have.
Mhm.
But when they came together, they've been able to establish a global frontliner, about military, about technology, about Nema Bibre, they've become giants. Once a kind Tibiana minimum for the Hong Kong. I have six six brothers. Now six brothers no. And sometimes I wish I knew some of these things ahead of time. But an abundance mentality, yeah, you keep on learning. Imagine say yes, his brothers he'll be a Juma. Imagine say, oh dear, yeah, I'm using it's just an example. Yeah, for a month will be a save 1,000. Yes, his brother so. Ya pe baako kind of kure. Yeah, the amano. And I say we are all co-signers to an account. You don't have to get an ATM card. Not every month be 1,000 here the echo to 1 month be an 6,000, right? Now a year that is 72,000. 5 years, about 360,000 US dollars. Now that 5 years, Uncle Beffy, Sana in India for na can Sani you. What is Uncle Beffy in the space of about 5 years?
Even if you invest in making 10% out of that,
Exactly.
with the casa,
Yeah,
yeah.
Sɛ efie ne yɛpɛ sɛ yɛtɔ anaasɛ ebia obi apɛ sɛ ɔtɔn no nko ara ne deɛ a, easily yɛyɛ nipa six ne yɛtumi aboa yɛn ho obi abɛnya ne down payment but ɔdeɛ I'm not looking at sɛ ɔnko ara wotɔ fie no but together no ebia wowɔ fie dada but together no we can establish a business. Now we have cash is king. Together no within 5 years, look at the amount of money that if all things be equal, and yes, be that said amount, but if all things be equal, no, your person can start a business, we have the capital. By saying, can I mean, na me day, because me, yeah, because I have 5 years, me, over 300,000.
No.
The same thing. Oh, Ghana. Let's use Ghana cedi now. Say as the currency. You per se start BB, and also the same analogy here. And we be me see depending on human business. A year, and we are talking 5 years. We are talking about 360,000 Ghana cedis. A lot can be achieved. We say America. Say yeah, fine. Even if you and you per se BB. Do you know how many lands that you are able to buy? Do you know the amount of money as an person they start a phobia and BBC and a media media generating another source of income by a who mu but Rebecca oh na ebiara we can no akwa discount. You see those who think in abundance mentality, that is not how they think. And I'll use this one as a lax example. Maybe I'm no some white lady be or no on any nimba. What they did was that Papa ni free mo nimba ni sha so mu ye adwuma no. What they did was they joined funds together and then
say if we are for 5 years, look at the money.
yeah,
Look at scam binya. 5 years so.
5
With the
years,
emphasis we are 10 years.
10 years.
We are 10 years.
Oh my.
Yeah, emphasis we are 10 years krana. 10 years. If they come binya. Say?
Yep.
We see 10 years kamunya betimi when you say 1.2
Yeah.
almost 1.3 million. See, this is how you see. Also, maybe or
on any man, what they did was now could be a bit more on a separate way or no one, but what they have over 80 units in this country. The bad boy penny not down for only Joe Biden, but I think our friend is Hunter Biden DC. They were mates or I think apartment mate or something. And no my come my business and they keep on buying. My papa my men also were kakra. And that is what they've been doing. And then that collaboration.
then Ghana for
no, I learned a lot from them.
From them, yes.
I learned a lot from them. Who's our collaboration, and me PCP, he said the same thing. I was unless you want to go into academia. But if you don't want to go into academia, I didn't know. He said, establish a console register. You don't need too many things. You can use your home as an office. Register. Train some of them, outsource some of them even from Ghana, and then build. That is collaboration. But if you don't have that abundance mentality, because Ghana for that is the mentality in our community most of the time. And funny enough, yes, Uncle Fuya, yes, sorry, and I caught mocks a coyede. So if we really want to build and avoid competition, we need to have this abundance mentality. Again, it falls back to the previous point, character determines prosperity. Say Usuba and Usuba saying, can people even collaborate with you? How can people collaborate with you? So it's something that I believe in our communities. We need to teach even children from home. They will sometimes spend time and eat together at home. It's one of the ways to collaborate, to know that they are not in competition. Exams, see that they all have individual abilities, but you saw no and trying to employ most of the time. Even if you do that and yet in front of Bakono, because if you do that, then they'll be like, I'm going to go solo. But if they go solo, they might fall in the ditch. But if you help them collaborate as a family, as a partnership, together they can achieve a lot, just like the Wright brothers. Bakopen and community my airplane, but you come boom and not seeing competition. We are able to fly from here to Ghana and the vice versa because two brothers decided to collaborate instead of competing each other.
All these peoples are they've really built something. If you're Bill Gates, no partner. If Zuckerberg, no partner. Look at Elon Musk or the way almost started here. So group is almost started PayPal. Those build the building, say. So they are partners share different things. You know, to say now can say the United States of America, so we see unite all the states near there. They go back to here and local one cry. The way Ashantis, how strong are not Ashantis here, how strong and how powerful are not here. It was the same. See, the Ashantis had that unity long time. Long time. Cry. How they were from Ghana all the way to Cote d'Ivoire. All the way. It was all that they collaborate no more what that way no. It is Ashanti na together all saying partnership there. ɛho hia but ne nyinaa te sɛ deɛ yɛka no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛstarte gye yɛn nkurɔfoɔ di ɔmo ne yɛbɛtie no ayɛ partnership no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtumi gye yɛn nkurɔfoɔ di yɛntumi angye yɛn nkurɔfoɔ di a yɛntumi nkɔ hɔ ana na ɛkɔ akɔyɛ partnership no ɔmo ne yɛhia ɔmo that fear na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛfiri hɔ nom baadeɛ baako a mɛka biom sɛ the reason why bebree nneɛma bebree bi wɔ yɛntotɔ yɛ ne yɛ sɛ yɛyɛ adamfoɔ aduru point bi a yɛfii sɛ yɛyɛ nnua nti yɛyɛ biribi koraa na yɛmfa pepa nto so ɛno yɛ ana ɛna ma sometimes no ba sɛ pepa da so a sometimes ɛkyɛnyi nneɛma bebree nti ɛwɔ sɛ yɛstate sɛ yɛ partner ne ayɛ biribi a ɛwɔ sɛ right from the start word goal naa no yɛtumi make sure sɛ yɛde pepa bi yɛde biribi to so a ɛbɛma ayɛ wei yɛhwɛ another point bɛtumi ayɛ wei.
Yeah, this point is also learning and adaptation are key. Believing in abundant opportunities drives continuous learning, skill building, and then handling challenges. Yeah, the way cry example. So, on say bibia ewo ehu enim die. Yeah, the business or starting business cry yeah example. Or starting business is not going to go smooth. Sir, it do baby cry. Sikana de starting bed then edu baby obi bebu obi besisi you, all those instances they are learning opportunities for you, and then you need to have the ability to always adjust yourself to how things are going. First na ebianka yeshia wa halm say na nti say ebianka yeshia by the fireside bi and yes information, but those who think in abundance mentality they adapt to current trends of productivity. Let me use that current trends of productivity because trends may be usually negative, but we are talking about the positive adaptation, And yeah, the area we will be a team beyond the sometimes the knowledge is progressive. Yes, knowledge is very progressive. And until adeɛ bi a na anka bi a 15 years ago now now practicing sometimes it might have changed and until ebi a saa 15 years nneɛma na wonim no so wansua bi anka ho a those who think in abundance mentality they always want to learn more because wansua bi anka ho a wobɛyɛ den wobɛka and then they focus on skill building and then the most important part is handling challenges, and all these they stem from your character. Handling challenges stem from your character. Also, you'll be all kind of cray. You'll be oh yes, oh yes, oh no, oh no. When challenges come your way, first of all, you are very honest with yourself, and being honest with yourself is halfway of the problem being solved. And then you find the requisite resources are the better finding solution to challenges now or go through. No, and everyone say challenges will definitely come, but
Of
those who
course.
think in abundance, they
Part of
they don't
life.
shy away from problems. They don't shy away from difficulties. They know that difficulties are part of life. Me Soriano pa, God forbid, me pia bontia, obet me the car bebo medium. Me pia bontia, and I say be obu or quite milk, and you're closing it down. How are you going to handle it? Those who think in abundance mentality, they always know that yes, the worst can always happen, but if the worst happen, I have that mental toughness. But some mental toughness now, you can once and for the abundance. Those who have abundance mentality, it doesn't come from just saying you. It comes from the fact that they've learned continuously and they are very consistent in certain lifestyle. Yɛhwɛ te sɛ yɛn papa ebi a ɔsɛ Kwame Despite ɔwɔ Ghana. Uncle Befi, ebi a ɛne na ehu sɛ bi a ɔflaunting the riches, but behind that no, me sure sɛ bi ɔte Peace FM no wɔnya ne easy saa o.
Debi,
Me sure sɛ ɔnya easy.
say the always no the amount can ye time
Finished
I
product.
you know yeah cut time I know bread yeah yeah kind
That is the thing.
yeah
Elon Musk, I think me hwɛ the interview be so not obese ridicule about electric car. Say is this serious? But then yeah, ka EVs we are CCC yintimi nka enyi Tesla free mu. Yanda dream that crampo say rockets ebeko ebitimi asamba land back.
yeah
It was a challenge that we were facing, but because of his abundance mentality, because he's always learning, because he's always trying to adapt, Now he was able to launch a successful rocket, and then he came back and landed at Anya. Then, like I'm blasting a team, and you say, you have to build it again.
Mhm.
A corner. So that is where we need to look at it from. Say challenges will come. There is no opportunity without challenge. Every opportunity that comes your way, that business mindset now about him, it will come with challenges. According to now about when it will come with challenges. Our real no relationship, all of them will come with challenges. But those who think in abundance mentality, they don't shy away from the challenges. They are problem solvers, and then out of the problem solving, it creates value not only to themselves, and
Mhm.
then it becomes valuable even to the society and then a nation at large. Yeah.
Yeah, we share, look at how um these situations, if you are open and also will embrace change, I'd say the now can it's always gonna be there. But since you embrace change, sometimes those things not grab a opportunity for you to grow rather than seen as a threat or making you uh make you easy to adapt because challenges there a part of life.
Yeah.
Eh, there, beba. There, beba. You know, those abundant mindsets, so they are always ready because a bad day now be they are prepared for all those things. I say emergency day about life. There are so many things there life there even cry say in a period of 10 years, American go through like at least one emergency situation, whether it's finance or the
Mhm.
emergency situation there. But if you have abundant mindset, you prepare for it. An emergency, a emergency. Those are some of the things that you don't really know. It if one prepare for it, so a bad dinner, a bad dinner be abundant mindsets. Are you ready? They know say a part of it. They know say ombetiashi. They know say ombetiashi or a temporal sorry. The same go back to the answer next day, financial failures
Mhm.
are learning opportunities. Setbacks are temporary and provide lessons to create better strategies
Love
for
this.
the future. You see, um, a friend is saying, oh, how can I forget? Napoleon Hill.
Napoleon.
Napoleon Hill, no can I say, even the point of death in a family is opportunity. I mean, TSC until we could say, or see every situation a opportunity and it's a blessing. But why? Because we always focus on the negative part and anything that we don't see these setbacks. First of all, I'm not kind of say a failure or kind of setbacks.
Mhm.
Before we see those things, nobody will say setback. You see those things now say, I said, your friend is saying, as something that you failure. No? Because on my instances, on my examples about how if um, Britain and civil United States in a situation, and that time World War II, the one in Kebabi Civil World, Quebec wipe Britain off the earth,
Mm.
surface of the earth. You see, but Britain to me, US to me, you free Britain for answer at that time. A ma, any brave to me build you so strong, and let me boy it. Look, it was a setback for British, but at the same time, at long last, and then Sabe boy, we are say, a mass World War II, it me free. Or no, say, your friend is saying, or no one, but or no, no, ɔka sɛ no wobɛtumi afo so ama no ate asɛm ɔsɔre a da bia no ɔde n'ano akɔ n'aso ho na ɔka kasa gu n'asom saa kakrakakra ɔsɛ after bɛyɛ 4-5 years time no ɔhu sɛ asɛ afei adeɛ nneɛma bɔ a asɛ ɔte
Mhm.
ɔka kyerɛ sɛ ɔne ne nua mmienu ɔka kyerɛ sɛ look because of wo setback na wowɔ no wobɛnya favor wɔ nkurɔfoɔ ho nti wɔ sɛ wosu saa favor no ɛna yɛ w'adwene sɛ wobɛte asɛm ansa ɛna wawu afiri ase akwaraa no yɛ yaa ma later on no wobɛtumi te onya yɛdi bi ma ɛtumi maa ma afei na ɔtumi te asɛm
Yes.
ma ɔtumi guy no tumi bɛyɛ ma ɔyɛ na ɔna ɛyɛ yɛfrɛ no sɛ Ghana yɛbɛka sɛ brand ambassador for that thing no see the setbacks are there but ɛyɛ opportunity to learn memfa no sɛ ɛyɛ failure na mmom fa no sɛ ɛyɛ learning process I will say this again. Obi a person but obi any person go through that process of person
Oh God.
it doesn't work that way. You see, there are going to be failures, which maybe can say failure. To say the kind a setback, a temporary. You only fail when you stop trying.
Yeah.
These are things that it's always going to happen. It's part of us. Enyadi be free, enyadi be free. Yes, but abandoned mindset. If you want to get it out, you have to factor this into everything you're doing. And they do. They factor those that have it. They factor into it. Say, ɛdeɛ nneɛma bɛtumi asi. You see, debi ameka say, sɛ free. Bia Virginia Woodbridge. Now we could DC. Now nam 95 to 395 now corner say there's a detour. It doesn't mean say won't call. What if you could try home? F3 your friend say 495 go for the other side, go for Bethesda. Etimi kɔ anaasɛ wobɛtumi afa Alexandria side hanom the other side akɔfa your friend saying National Harbor area no akɔ. So yes, there's going to be a detour, but it doesn't stop you from going to where you want to go. See, that is how we build abundant mindset. Do not look at the setback as a failure. Financial failure is the risk involving financial businesses. These are the things that's going to happen. But don't look at them as a failure, but rather as a setback, as a temporary one. It provides a lesson. You see, so when you be in film and they are hard, but as you see a film, you go no now you gain experience. It was a fail because me say my yes anything. Now may you see. Now that's when you start developing those better strategies. Those better strategies in bit me ama the goal now person way no what me abandoned mindset is very key. So you factor those in things. It's going to happen. No two ways about that. You see, if it doesn't happen now, we start to say we be not flourish as Zoom, no could draw on. Yes, once a while we get that, but that isn't the plan. It's not normal. It doesn't happen that way. And your process they have a film. See it now here we on ma. We on ma said now we can. Yeah, papa dies fast. We the situation now wakum na the how. And so time and no go through the process, no, the processes, the strategies now no using now my fool. You know, now couldn't feel what Tony cars be real. No be tincha person yes or no person the one
into his grace.
We be say which we are tap it, yeah, but you have to go through the processes.
Yeah.
It was all called the precepts. It also go through that. If you don't go through that, it's not gonna happen. You know, if your friend say, to say Amazon say, you know, 2000 or starting from 95. You know, all starting. The boss catch and say, I don't know a good idea. Also, books online. The boss catch and say a good idea, but it's going to be great for somebody that doesn't have a good job because no edge more Wall Street. Yeah. You know, yeah. But it wasn't easy. You know, reading it wasn't easy. From 95 now, that time was 30 and I it's crass and oh, I started shining. And there was setbacks. So, yeah, our Antiana or twice say, oh, moving. So these are some of the things that if we really want to build that abundant mindset, is going to happen, and we should factor that in. As our crown, opportunities here is one factor that in. You see, opportunities here, so we should factor that in.
Yeah, and then the other one, I think there is very profound. I say gratitude attracts more wealth.
Of course,
appreciating what you have brings positivity and opens door to new opportunities. I have found it from two angles. Ayana kanfo bu ebi on si nipa ya ade a osaye when you na ya and say anything. Yeah, so that is one aspect of gratitude. And one aspect of gratitude is say senia otie, otenten, otietia, all those things, what I'm trying to say is that be appreciative about the gift of life that you have, and always be positive about it. And my member, I can afford the end I'm kind about ebeno. I
Mhm,
say uncle if you nipa bro say a common na ɔbrɛ ne ho ase ma anaasɛ na ebi a ɔyɛ ne ho sɛ ebi a ɔbrɛ ne ho ase anaasɛ but onya nea ɔpɛ ne wie pɛ. They even talk ill about the one who helped them. So if we want to attract more wealth, yɛpɛ sɛ yɛdi yie na yɛyie no yeah, it will be generational. It will always be there for us. That we have to have that spirit of gratitude, that appreciative spirit. Obi a deɛ ma wa ma w'ani nyɛ den. And so obiara deɛ ma wo ama w'ani nyɛ den. And so obi wɔ hɔ a ɔbɛka sɛ oh first no ɛna sɛ say deɛ ma yɛyi nti wo sika de bɔ am no, at that time no, if that person was your god on earth, at
mhm.
that time the person was your god on earth, if the person were not to be available ebi kura na ebi kura na nka ɛkɔm den ɛde wo ma woyɛ den ewu yɛ. And then one thing that I also say about this particular point, see the universe as the answer to our problems.
Mhm.
See the universe as an answer to our problems. So whatever thing that we see around us, see it as an answer to our problems and think positive about it. The Itiamika way, say a airplane, one said there were several means of transport, maybe a car by the ocean. But Bisu said maybe to travel from one continent to the other, no, we can make it more lean.
Mhm.
And then they started thinking about CBI. Yeah, here before for a bay, yeah, a bit me making it more lean. And we'll be dreaming about airplane communication, we'll be dreaming about mobile phone. So all these things, the gratitude and no interest in be the amount when the air. So even your natural environment, the things that you see, those with abundance mentality, they appreciate whether it is a challenge, a setback, or it is just something that is existing in a neutral form. They still appreciate it and then they see the positive side of it to create value out of Sanya Mana Timbia and what it will open new opportunities to them. So I think those are about two angles that we can take it from. But here near community, and I say, oh, what is say be brim Ghana na obi ya dear mawa and also I am our day. And so because out of that, when you saw I know some will be obey
Obesabu,
or
wow. Mhm.
yes,
Yeah.
so we need to really pay attention to that. And then whatever thing that is around you, so appreciate it and then find the positive side of it. So don't think about the negative side of the first. Always look at the positive side and then let that positive ones help you to what create new um opportunities. Yeah.
Yes. See, na na wɔka no yɛsɛ yɛka sɛ aboa bi a afidie yi na ɛsonse ne osi so.
And also that's something you also
Ai,
yeah.
otumi ɔboa no oyi ne ho wie a ɔsɛ firi ɔkɔ. See, there are some people as are here, but that gratitude is so great because what it is uma gratitude, positive energy. Expressing gratitude, generate positive energy, which can attract more positive experience and
Yes.
opportunities. Ɛyɛ very key. Ɛyɛ very key. Si nneɛma a yɛbobɔ so wɔ ha nyinaa no, wohu ne saa bɛka sɛ yɛ agorɔ ne yɛdi. Ɛyɛ very key because ɛma wo focus on abundance. Ɛma wo focus on abundance and it's the whole package na ɛyɛkasa no ɛyɛka brɛ no. Wo appreciate things, what you have. A shift to focus on um, focus from that scarcity,
Mhm.
to abundance, a reinforce so that that believe that there are plenty resource opportunities out there and that's available. So it's very key when we have that gratitude. Enhance relationship cry,
Yes.
gratitude strengthen relationship by a foster sense of appreciation, connection. It may lead to new opportunities because of
Builds a
that
strong
and
network. Yeah.
networking. So gratitude and aside the increasing resistance. I never compare increasing resistance. Being grateful, no, help you maintain positions outlook even during the challenges times, and our challenging times, who's a why resilient, it must so many things because we are resilient. So we say usually, say if you are down, it may bump you up, it might bounce back and stay motivated. So mindfulness, practicing your friends grateful, your friends gratitude. It keeps you mindful also. A part of that package. A part of that package. So we need that gratification all the time. Say gratitude all the time. It's what it is when you have that scarcity mindset and those things now, and my own to me, will be like I will say, it's so hard to be grateful and hateful at the same time.
Yes.
So it's the hey, it has a name crowd, as a name the more we gratification all the time, no, a more positive things, yeah. So it keeps you moving, it keeps you going on. So that if you need that abundant mindset now, a key. So gratitude, I am part of you.
Right.
I'm a part of you. The next one, investing in growth and giving. Focus on personal development, helping others, and long-term good instead of quick rewards. And true. You pay quick resource. See, bibi ni ya. They said ya can want ya. So be within a year. Be a cool fee. Now we dear near me well too no. We used to be 20 years in a day. We pursue a year to we school up say. Dear papa would be 10, 20 years here. That time we school within a year or so. It doesn't work that way. We are always a busy form, but abundant mindsets, ABB, those people always invest in growth and giving. Many people are so well to do financially. It's not they give because they have it all. They give and the more wealthy and also count on a more wealthy. And you see, we are so fixated on wealth being just money. And your money, money dear to a crowd. We share, to say we see a say, giving ye knowledge cry and ye trauma in crow form so a bit me a bomb so be opposunya or why not be so person setting self up for abundant mindset a giving. What nimdi bi now the ma a giving. You will be brought more say sikanko de ma giving. And yet, no cry, even who are dear cry, the faster will turn dear will be crying your baby, a dear na baby son cry, and cry will give you. You see, that's how wealthy people look at stuff. Usually, you see, for poor mentality, they're always looking about a juma. But almost a service, no way. A service, so dear, a giving. So, they make channel, a giving. So, giving what your friends say, abundant mindset and help. Also invest in growth and giving. So now focus on personal development and for others. We improving so many things, and that continue learning. I say continually. Also, when to see ultimate find your excuse. Ultimate find your excuse because there was so many things a local language. So it should be part. I will say a part of you a also no two ways. Now we are baby a yekono. Now prepare for a long term and a short term instead of quick rewards, no. And on fashion, long term. Example crowd say no ye be kakra 1 or 2 near the anchor or the or shady when young crabby crowd show my dear near day 2 pen of strategies can right away. Also ye be for years. So any crowd no on kwan episode if you are feel do baby a point be a force on what you know do an expertise no intimi cry and share mu ye no person yes. So these are the things that person abandoned mindset you have continuously so you that continuously learning, continuously do so many things. And fad you be a do baby na dimika only pan be started 10 years ago now. Also person start here. And here you focus on personal development. Be a boy personal development. Yeah.
Great. And then point 10 or say sharing multiplies worth. I don't say, your community because when resources or knowledge are freely shared, they often bring even greater returns and strengthen the community. I was saying, so those who are wealthy, they are not wealthy because they have more than enough in or more share. They are sharing because they believe that the more they do, the more others also what benefit, and then the more the community what grows. You can't say, oh, dream on or ma, your nuclear family, they are near my you will not fall into the abundance mentality category, But then if you really want to have abundance mentality, you should be somebody who freely shares. Say this information, we are giving it out for free. It's our time that we are trading for this. We are not getting any money from this, but then we believe in abundance mentality. Yemi nunkwa ni nima yedi share fee. But if an entire community, if the masses get to know this, it will strengthen the community and also bring greater returns. But yeah, can we also just sometimes when you have to pay to get knowledge, you have to sometimes some of these knowledge nipan also or bread and oil. So if they are sometimes charging something small, don't hesitate, because once you're in your community now, say upe freebies
Unyaka grabasri.
yeah, upe freebies baby. You
You pay for
don't know
what it
so
worth.
much. Sometimes say utia nana many be say even when it comes to learning instrument. Usually say change the free the commitment level no our form. But also tia bibi dia over there or
Serious.
moderna best of it or say or yeah online seminar na Saturday free there no be no here wa macro be no. But then the online seminar no charge crowd. We were to see in your link in your say so that is our community for you. So yes, whilst we are sharing, we also encourage that we actually put these things into practice. Abundance mentality I can want to me is not just a word of mouth, but it's something that as you learn, you really need to put that into practice. Na when you and find yeah, and find see unia if there's a certain knowledge that you believe will help an entire community and find yeah, they see unia, because the more we share with our brethren, especially in our communities, no, the more it will strengthen the community. The more we also build a resilient community, we can also fit in the system. You want to say obviously, you do no variance, but you can't boom na church usually what it does is that it builds us up, and then the more most of us are built up, it will strengthen our community and then our people. If you saw the work
Yeah, what I've also realized they say knowledge exchange, sharing knowledge and skills it lead to mutual learning and innovation. So they can win in way based in way. But who want to say innovation be a P. Who wants something be a P I be benefit more. Sometimes it benefit the whole community, in a much stronger community network, stronger network. Oh, betumi aboa mo all the time. Wotumi say who say network so there say a year sharing foster trust, cooperation, building stronger relationship. Network it provides support so amamo. if was our abandoned mindset, and I say if you are trying to get it, and I say, try so more. Those are the things that we hear bit me about. And don't forget, say, these are the mentorship. So in Yasa money frame, or for your time, I'm for more time, expertise, sediminia kind, and mentor, man for ankasapa, and my more knowledge. No, to say knowledge be a share, you are beginning, a bar for and keep creating financial knowledge na keep ya can you to ye change. So these are the things that say was abandoned mindset na bit me aboa now the aboa union so open so nya bi so these are points ye can bit me aboa wa so full bit me aboa mu atimi anya those things we dey person me set you up kakra
Hey.
set you up kakra enye two bia see like I said last Saturday the way I see kasa manage pa me person o mai kakra bi about just bare 5 minutes and kakra bi audio bit me about how our history is very very important, nneɛma kakra a wokae saa wokaeɛ no I was so touched because I think that we have to benefit from those things, let's go back to what you were sharing last Saturday. I mean, you said most people but my nneɛma kakra about what you were talking about history, how it's good not to just look at just history starting from colonization, but going back, very important.
Yeah. Oh, Akubefi, thank you for this opportunity. Also, um, everything on this earth, is bound to time. If there is time, it means there is history, and then if there is history, there is culture. If there is culture, there is a certain group of people, a certain kind of people. I don't see. Say, share, yeah, before you back more. Usually near Nimino, it talks about just maybe 400 to 500 years. But 400 to 500 years, is predominantly we or us being subjugated by the West and the slave trade. But then, over in history books, and that's already a chair or school, usually they constantly teach these things, and they are not teaching it for information's sake. It's intentional so that you continue to look inferior. Because when you're in a classroom, for example, yeah, maybe I want to say maybe our Marco school, constantly when they go to school, they do on so the history that they teach them, say, oh no, now all that oh near you say, oh now plantation, oh now crop and then the other one they teach them that oh you were superior, you now do automatically what happens to the African child, and I don't use black and white here. What happens to the African child, and it says subconsciously, it creates an imagery in their mind. Say,
because it's consistent
I'm
all
a
the
lowly
time.
person. Yes.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah,
And constantly. And then they talk about Black History Month. To me, I believe is one of the most ridiculous celebration here. Yeah, we appreciate that it's there, but let's look at it from this standpoint, Uncle Befi. Over other reasons now, celebrations be on Mutiba. How which of them they easy or say be away your Jewish History Month, your your White History Month, your Way History Month. Now that Black History Month, what do we even talk about? We take a few people who have been successful being a can't but I'm telling you that when you take Africans who were very conscious in those days, I'm talking about 10,000 BC, 30,000 BC, they did so many great things. If you look at the pyramid, if you look at what people talk about, say Pythagoras theorem, and an edifice was constructed using that theorem. So are they trying to tell you that your grandfathers, your ancestors didn't know these things? And so now Pythagoras, no. Are they trying to tell you that your ancestors didn't know math, chemistry, all these things we knew? I recommend the book They came before Columbus. Book where they came before Columbus. The African presence in ancient America. Africans were coming here to already trade. As someone making most people will argue, but I want you to go and research for yourself, learn for yourself, and then we should be very intentional about these things because when we talk about Black history, it shouldn't highlight only to say
Just
the package
few
where
people. Yeah.
yeah, there are great things that our people did. People only know about Kemet, which is present day Egypt.
Hmm.
Now, Oshe to say Sudan, and there are
Sudan.
more pyramids in Sudan than Egypt, though.
Yeah, but
But
they don't want to highlight that. Yeah, they don't want to talk about it.
go and read about the Shanghai Empire, the Benin Kingdom, the
The
old
Ghana.
Ghana Empire. Read about those kingdoms. Don't read about 500 BC. No, go back 10,000 years, 10,000 BC, because your history is connected to your roots. And then the more you are embedded in your roots, and not the amount where the enya ehini amount where the enyini, because edia eni no, it can never grow. It's the same thing with us. And that is why when most African American, when they go to Ghana or when they go to any African country, I'll use West Africa to be precise. Most of the time, when they go there, they feel at home, they get overwhelmed, not because it be Africa, but automatically their DNA is responding that they've been far from home.
Hmm.
They've been far from where now they've come home, and then their soul, their body, their minds, and everything are connected to the environment. So, yeah, what I'm saying, we should be very intentional. Don't be happy when your kids are great medical doctors, great programmers, but they don't know much about their root. If they don't know much about their root, they will have no ingenuity. And nti obetumi aba abɛyɛ medical doctor kɛseɛ, obetumi ayɛ programmer kɛseɛ, but onim the true African history that goes beyond slave trade. Now they will still be mentally inferior. Anything
Hmm.
at time no, they will use Bruni then as the yardstick. I'm telling you for a fact that a lot of the things that people know today, even in the West, the basis of it, the fundamentals of it, started in Africa. And to Kwame, we be trying to Kwame Nkrumah true because it's the actions of Kwame Nkrumah, the axioms, thermodynamic, and they are fundamental truth or evident truth that they become the foundation where you can build upon. So our book is about 73 pages. Unibia, you can find PDFs of it online and read that book. And after reading that book, there are other books that maybe we'll talk a little bit about African history. There are so many books by Chancellor Williams. You can't read African history by not reading about Papa B. I think that is the to me is the most learned African or Pan African historian. Need Cheikh Anta Diop, no free Senegal. Cheikh Anta Diop, he's so superb. Professor Molefe Asante,
Asante. Hmm.
Dr. Anthony Browder. A lot of them are there. It is good for you to know this history beyond slavery. No one will say, yeah, no. It's not like they were quote unquote stupid people. They knew a lot, but a lot of this information they've been hidden. They burned some of
They
these
base on
manuscripts
them. Yeah,
and
destroy
some of
them.
these
Yeah.
books, Uncle Berry, intentionally. When you go to online platform, they are very expensive, so
Hmm.
it would discourage you from buying it. But trust me, if you invest time into it, the whole of this year, I want to read the African history. Go back, read African history. If you want books, I can share some of them with you. I've mentioned some of the authors and also, and then it will really make you very confident. And when I say you focus on more, because and trust me, you need history now. This financial freedom, thinking in abundance, can an animal practice it that.
For a
Yeah,
long
an
time.
animal
Hmm.
practice these things
Hmm.
that,
Yeah.
but intentionally, And let me end with this, Uncle Beffy. Once over here, African as a continent at home. Yeah, we all know about the Berlin Conference and the division came. But they said, look at Ghana. Ghana was an Anglophone. Ghana is an Anglophone colony. Was an
Hmm.
Anglophone colony by the British. Look at our neighboring countries. Some French.
Hmm.
So automatically it discourages you. Trading between each other becomes difficult. Now look at Nigeria. Omo in Niger, Cameroon. So all the way at here. Almost French. No more Spanish. Ebisuka Portuguese. So it
Hmm.
was very intentional for them to set up us that way. Look at United States. All they say they speak English. The neighboring country to say Abia, Canada, no.
Canada.
They also speak English. Half of US for Abia do don't say Spanish. So South American countries they can collaborate with them. But look at us. Somebody intentionally did this to us, and we really need to learn more and then unleash our people from this mental inferiority no nti no ohun so unua bi aye ya yenya inuanom ho abotre. It's not their fault. They don't really know much about their. They only know from 400 to 500 BC. We talks about slave trade, autophone, but if they get to know more about their greatness, which is 10,000, 6,000 BC now, yeah, it will make our people more confident and believe in themselves.
Wow. Yeah, Saturday I was very impressed with the way we were talking about this. It was and the books near the no. Books you know your history is very important. Knowing our history, very important, especially your mano. Also, history, no. Also, I say if the time na echo and yeah the way by next week you better share be. But this year, Patrick Solution, yeah, tax new clients. Usually, me and Jake, but this year be me more clients a bit to me. To your friends help us tax preparation. Yeah, no, we help in credit repairs. We're trying to build credit without going to debt. Mafufi se bini ho. It was situation a bit me a our brow won't go through debt. With me a build your credit. And you can get up front your friends a quote without say your friend is saying if you don't want to file with us, that's fine, but we can get you a quote also. So these are some of the services I hear, tax preparation. Any my advice. So usually tax like a tax season, starting from the tax year, the obey any obey any bit me abwa not to ye. You might do advice in there. So you're making sure say if you want to do your taxes bit me get in touch with 703-981-1910, and also bit me call patricksolutions.com. Also, your Wednesday, your programs are a paradigm shift, where we teach people to improve their life drastically by talking to people who are different information. Said the I can want me read your history, I change your life. Your friend saying Mr. Obenda information, different financial information and other than the near you kasa change your life near BTB now also intimate change your life. Subscribe to the Patrick Belfi YouTube channel. I bet me about now. So anytime be I best start to be an obey that way. But any acquisition say or say one year ha. My history kakra so na edia edia tete ho ha. Yeah, I'm joining every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time. So Ghana so 12 midnight. And she be a time no be say oh this year cross some set tram also over time no be also twem gra. Edia here be ka ho no also twem by 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you so much. We can be kakra na
yeah, a topic in there. I think abundance mentality is any akabebre no teach you message to be me a character no my character worthy of our personality na team be as and create opportunity for other people to collaborate with us. And I think soon be a friends ye unia na ne krakra no so say na o kano being appreciative, because when you're appreciative it makes you more resilient, and then it creates more opportunities for you. Not the answer say any excuse.
No excuse.
So book now to mean kind video you can tree more and I can cast more. Make sure of both tree and English, and you don't have an excuse. So be hungry for new information and then adapt to current positive trends. Not Abramono so in the or in community. Yeah.
Yep. Like I said, this year we are here for abundance in wealth, abundance, and as expand, you be expanding your wealth, in abundance, we see expanding an abundance of financial freedom this year. It's a promise of more of the friends saying, investing, and investing. Onto that note, your boy Patrick Belfi, was he can come. I be share next week. Make sure so you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. Until we meet again. Bye-bye.
All right.
See you guys.
Bye.